everyone.
Hello, everyone,
What
and
it do?
welcome
What it
to the
do?
show. Hope you had a great weekend, and you're back with the three A's. August as your host, Andrea and Anitra. We're all here and we're ready to dive in. So today's title was, if you read it, Trump excludes Democrat governors from the White House meeting. However, yes, Andrea will give you the tea because we're pouring it hot today. So, Andrea, you want to set up this new one that's coming up, or you want me to go right into it?
Well, with Trump, you don't know what to expect, and every moment is a different story. Today's it's okay, tomorrow is not. And so sometimes he excludes people. He excludes people. He disrespects people, and in disrespecting, he excludes people. So I wanted to talk about the governor's meeting. If you want to lead up to it, August, before you load it for me, or you can.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
Uh, Governor Wes Moore, speaker with CNN, Dana's Bash, they go into a little about, why they are disagreeing on meeting together. If you exclude one, you exclude all.
So let's hear from them.
Governor, later this month, President Trump, will host an annual meeting of governors at the White House. He's only inviting Republican governors to that, which is traditionally a bipartisan event. And he's specifically excluding you and Democratic Governor Jared Polis from a separate dinner. You're the vice chair of the National Governors Association. Do you know why you are being called out and excluded?
It's particularly confusing because just a few weeks ago, I led a group of Democratic and Republican governors to the White House, and we had a meeting with the White House where we signed a memorandum of understanding around energy and trying to increase energy supply and bring down energy costs. And so one thing I know is that you can uninvite, you can untweet, but you can never erase. And so if I was selected by my peers, both Democratic and Republican governors, to serve as the vice chair of the National Governors Association, we focus on getting things done for our people. And we're not interested in being able to go to fancy dinners with the president if he wants to exclude certain members. So since the president had decided that I'm not going to be invited, this will not be an NGA event.
Meaning what?
Meaning the NGA will not support this dinner. If the president wants to have a dinner with his friends and have a black tie dinner with his friends on that night, that is perfectly fine. It will not be an NGA event.
And you have a commitment from Republican governors on that?
Oh, we have a commitment from the organization. This is a bipartisan organization where Democratic and Republican governors come together to work on addressing the needs of our people. And I'm honored that my peers selected me to be the vice chair of it. I'm thankful for the leadership of Kevin Stitt, a Republican, the Republican governor from Oklahoma, who serves as the chair. And we know that in this time, the president cannot use this time to divide our organization. Our organization stands firm that if you exclude one, you exclude us all, and this will not be an NGA event.
All right. Andrea?
Well, as usual, we have breaking news. Like I said, 1 minute Trump doing this and 1 minute Trump doing that. The annual governors gathering, the National Governors Association said it will no longer hold a formal meeting with Trump. When governors are scheduled to convene in Washington later this month, after the White House planned to invite only Republican governors, looks like no one is going. No one is going. Oh, yes. So the meeting was effectively canceled after the White House limited invitations to Republican, and that's what news reports are covering right now. It'll be more to come, but breaking news right now is it has been canceled.
But the thing is, it's been canceled because he's excluding people. So it's been canceled because he's been not bipartisan, if that's what you want to call it. And it's a whole bunch of stuff. He's not just a Republican president. I wish somebody would tell him that. He has responsibilities. This is freaking ridiculous. And it's childish.
Well, then that's what we found him to be. We found him to be a very childish person. And anytime we needed him, just like when they had the fires in California, he said, I'm not sending no help. I'm not sending no help. And so Governor Newsom was on his own. That's why he sent ICE to Minneapolis, because they did not vote for him. So anything that's against what he wants to do is either always canceled, or in New York case, he wants to take away the funding for the tunnel that they had already gotten approved. So this man is only about himself. He's only always grifting for himself and Republicans. And it seems like it's more for his family.
So let's just take this time out and welcome all of our guests. Hi, my name is Prince. Hey, Prince, under Sandra Walker, 9966, Sergio, and also DDBB PB 31W. We want to welcome you. And Dalaloop, hello, welcome to the show. And our very own, hey, James.
Hi,
So
James.
glad to have you guys. So, if you can, please remember to like and subscribe, and let's continue. Hey, Jazzy, slipping in. I know my reporter was out
Hi,
there.
Jazzy.
So, we definitely would like to hear from you. So, please comment and respond in regards to this governor. Trump excludes Democrat governors from the White House meeting, only to turn around if you're coming in late to say, oh, well, we're not going to have a meeting at all. Once again, he's playing that Taco Tuesday.
Mhm. If he can't get what he wants, it's canceled.
And he shouldn't be having no taco and chickening out, because a taco is too close to a Mexican dish for him to be trying to mess with. And he don't want nothing to do with anything Hispanic.
Well,
Not bad kitties, bunnies, rabbits, anything.
this is true. Isn't that something? Because he can't have it his way. So he'll go ahead and cancel. He had to cancel because people not standing up for that. Cut the crap. This is not half the nation. You are president for the entire nation. Wake up, smell the coffee. It's brewing.
For
Get a
this man
grip.
to be so close to 80 and have so many temper tantrums, I can't believe it. I'm like, he has temper tantrums every time we look up. Can't we all be one country?
And he
Uh,
can't keep a secret either.
oh, I would have
Always trying to give a hint to
kept
something.
him a secret.
All right. Any comments out there in regards to what you're hearing, folks? Any comments? Talk back to me. Come on. We count on you guys to comment and like and subscribe.
We just can't give them all that information. Sometimes it's hard. I had to listen to it for a minute before I could make a decision. I'm like, do I want to tell them we got to cancel something else?
Well,
You know,
our team out here is busy doing salutations to everybody. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey. But here go Momo. She's giving us something. Yo, Mo, what you have to say real quick? Talk to us. They are so far gone in their hatred. They cannot even see reality. I will agree with that. I'll second that. Absolutely second that. Thanks, Mo, for that comment.
Bunch of hypocrites. Everything they say, everything they tell somebody else not to do, they doing. So it's like people who always think they're getting robbed. They're a thief probably. Why you stealing from me? Or they used to steal because they think people stealing. What you up to?
I like that, Katie. I'm glad the Democrat governors are standing with Wes Moore. Yes, about time they pull it together. Let's
Wes
stand
Moore?
as one. Let's stand as one for this nation. Absolutely.
and what's funny is he can't stay married either.
Ain't nobody going. It ain't.
He couldn't
That
stay
no
married. You know, he was with Melania, and the baby wasn't 2 weeks old, and he was already with Stormy
Well, it
Daniels.
probably happened long before them. This is the one we know about.
That's right.
He like a rat. Everyone you see is 20 you didn't.
Absolutely. So set us up for your next one, Andrea. What's going on
Well,
next?
the next one, and if you could put it up for me,
It's there.
August, is there. And this is 20 examples of non-inclusive workplace behaviors. Because that's what it made me think of, is that when you exclude people, you hurt everybody. You don't just hurt one person, you hurt everybody. And at the heart of an inclusive workplace is respect and trust. It means that we can understand, we can be our authentic selves. And the 21s immortalized in Aretha Franklin's song of the same name, respect is the cornerstone of any relationship, as well as being at the center of building an effective team. We can all, which you just down a little, that's where I was, we can all, with to Aretha saying, but that's okay. These behaviors are only some suggestions. Let us know what we have missed. We have curated this list from workshop participants. Blaming others for difficulties, poor nonverbal communications, inappropriate tone of voice. Sometimes we can't come off very aggressive. Interactive, inattentive listening, making assumptions before checking the facts. We play favorites. Sometimes we play favorites. Hijacking someone else's idea. Now, I seem to sometimes have a lot of problems with that. I'll make not just me, I see it'll be done. And somebody, before you know it, is in the news. Any kind of harassment or bullying, verbal abuse, unfiltered comments or jokes. And when you have time, this will be something good to read. I just was, giving you an overview. Command and control supervision.
And this article is about
It's about people that they're insensitive. They don't commit to one thing. They don't commit to the whole process. And exclusive. It's still a way to not
exclude
include.
people.
Yeah, it's just another way to
Well,
not.
now they got the DEI issues. They're not going to be inclusive anyway if they don't have to be.
Well, and
Some people will, but some people won't.
That's correct. Indirect communication, gossiping. When you be gossiping, you're not you're just gossiping. You're really taking away from the excluding or ignoring. See, this is about being inclusive, having everybody have a voice. Everybody should be able to have ideas, and that we won't be stealing your ideas. We won't be criticizing you, for having an idea. We'll praise you. Or, the one thing about when I used to be in the workplace, if I offered a criticism, I had to offer something to replace it. I had to give a suggestion or an idea. I couldn't just criticize something without having something to offer.
Which is called opportunities.
Mm-hmm. And then you get inconsiderate scheduling, where the people can't make it, and you say, I can't make that time, and they tell you up front, and you still do it. Inappropriate themes. Now, we have some of those inappropriate themes. That's Epstein. Being a bystander, failing to intervene in stage and understander intervention.
I mean, it sounds like every workplace I've ever worked at. There's always one in the bunch.
Mm-hmm. Letting your ego win, focusing on symbols of personality, personal authority, creating division, not cohesion, not respecting other people's time, catch up or fall behind. Workplaces are becoming more complex, and the old ways of doing leadership no longer work as well as they used to. Organizations are starting to understand that change is necessary to protect the businesses and move them forward in an ever-changing world. As Jack Welch said, if the rate of change on the outside exceeds the rate of change on the inside, the end is near. So many organizations which base themselves on the traditional values of hierarchy, seniority, and fixed inflexible systems with a control and patrol mindset will have to play catch up or get left behind. Where do you want to be in the change game?
I want to be ahead of the game. However, number 7 is my pet peeve. I've experienced it. Um, I've had to choke it down. I had to live with it. But number 7 is what I really can call out.
And what
That
was 7? Do you remember what 7
I'm
was?
gonna go back and show you what 7
Okay.
exactly said. Hijacking
Yes.
someone else's idea. That's a hard thing to really live with. That's for me. How about you guys? Let's hear out here in and then pretend like, oh, I had that idea all along. Really? And you're going to do it blatantly in my face,
Mhm.
or don't even give me a sidebar and give me a call and say, hey, August, would you mind? Or I know it was your idea, but I just thought it would work from my, perspective.
Well,
Well,
That's number
they've been
seven.
well,
stealing stuff forever. That's
mhm.
how a lot of the music and stuff that we, back in the day, they used to steal stuff. People steal stuff all the time. You find out you can make this, they go run and get the patent before you. Or, I made this and they do that. So the stealing game been going on in America for a minute.
Yes,
Um,
yes, Jazzy, you are correct. This literally all describes Trump.
And that's actually where I got this from. That's how the first article that we showed, with Wes Moore, that he just wanted to have the Republicans and not the Democrats. So he already was, in number 6, he was already playing favorites. So he's showing the Democrats are not his favorite. And he actually does harass people and bully, and he has verbal abuse. So all of these two, when I saw these two, I said, oh, they work hand in hand. Unfiltered comments or jokes. You right. You hit the nail on the head, Jazzy.
the
Yes.
thing is, they ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Well, midterms are coming up, and I hope everyone gets out and vote, because what happened last time when we got this clown in office, it was so many people that elected to stay at home instead of coming out to the polls.
I encourage you. I've been encouraging people, but a whole lot of people still say they ain't coming.
Well, I just want to welcome Kathleen Downs. Welcome to the show, Kathleen. Thank you for your comment. We're definitely highlighting you. Go ahead, team.
Oh, I can't stand that. I know that's why I feel when you got an idea, sometimes it's best to preserve it. And you should be able to trust your team. And Jazz says she's experienced this several times with other artists. I've learned to just be on my own be my own gatekeeper. I
Yes,
know.
Jazzy. Makes
I mean,
sense.
even
Makes
people
sense.
sending demo tapes to major play, and next thing they know, they hear it on the radio, and ain't a thing you can do about it. Or there's a lot of things that I'm seeing. The other day, I mean, this is a for instance, but it's just how people just do those kind of things, and I'm offended, and because they jack something to act like it's theirs. It was the Parent Trap. I like that one with Haley Mills and with Lindsay Lohan. However, I was watching this old 1945 black and white one that was the exact same premise. And I got on AI, and AI told me that I didn't know what I was talking about. So when I pushed them, they said, oh, I'm going to look back. And it was a stolen idea from 1945. It was called Twice Blessed. So I don't know if it was stolen or bought or who did what, but I'm just saying people do that all the time, and then they think you're not going to know about it. Some things are, scheduled that way, and you can sample it, or you're going to redo it. And there's some people that just taking it outright and saying it's mine, and those people very disgusting.
And Katie made me remember, I lived in Las Vegas for a lot of years, and I've seen so many different Elvises. And I've seen so many different Elvises, I forgot what he actually looked like.
Makes sense. Makes
And
sense.
you see the car, you see the outfit, the guitar, you see everything. You just truly forget. That is funny.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, Elvis.
All right, the next one I would think is number 10, unfiltered comments or jokes. We didn't ask you, Trump. Go do some work. I'm going to call you out. Go do some work. There's work out there. Why do you have to comment on everything? It's not about you. And you
Because
comment.
it is, because he's a borderline personality. It is about him. He's psycho, in my opinion. I'm not
I
gonna
don't.
say allegedly, I'm saying my opinion.
Well, see, that's what we used to love about Obama. He was actually an effective president and leader in chief. And he, when something devastating would happen, it would feel like he was trying to console us. He was a consoler in chief. He would console the whole country, Republicans and Democrats. If I didn't have any water, he'd make sure we had water, just like Anitra or August had water. We all had water.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let's go down to number, I think we should highlight inappropriate themes. Momo, comment on that one for me.
Inappropriate. When you say inappropriate themes, what do you mean?
Holding
Like I'm gonna talk
recognition
about
events with themes.
like prostitution or like sex
No,
workers or something.
like holding recognition events with themes that will negatively impact a specific demographic.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
we're talking about work here, and they have put themes on that will definitely, especially for our Native Americans. You remember that? Uh-huh. If you don't include them and then do a theme with them about them, is very disrespectful because you're not really paying homage to them. We tend to forget about these things.
Well, they give an example, like, if they say, okay, the theme is rock climbing, and you know that I can't go rock climbing. I mean, I'm not even gonna get up on the first rock. Or if you're pregnant, you can't do that. Having us do something that we can't physically do, or it doesn't apply to us. Yeah.
Well, also, like they said with the vegetarian, it could be down to a significant thing of food. Not everybody eats certain food
Hmm.
items, whether they're vegetarian, whether they're, gluten free or so. You just have to be mindful of what you're
I see
putting out
skits
there.
about it on the internet and everything all the time, talking about different people heating up stuff at work and different, and I seen some stuff come of that. But and it does exclude people. I've seen a lot of people pushing for more cultural diversity, talking to people about things, but the problem is people are themselves sometimes. And so it depends on what kind of, setup at work you have, to where if it's lenient and if it's tolerable, tolerating things like that, or if they're really strict and, staying on it and educating people and letting them know what's acceptable and what's not.
All right, Jazzy, you making me laugh. She said, I'm not doing my knees hurt rock climbing. What the
And,
Katie and Mo said out there. Come on, Kathleen. How you feel about these topics? Let's hear from you.
and I was thinking about the if you're a drinker, when they go to people say, "Oh, let's go wine tasting," and I don't drink, so why would I go wine tasting?
What's like making a movie of someone's life?
Oh, are you talking about Melania?
No. Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
could be wrong, but you correct us. All right.
Well, they
Any
said
other-
she didn't do anything, but change clothes and hats, and it really,
they said it was a fashion show.
yeah, and it wasn't good.
Well, the thing about it is, it couldn't be good because it's not a truthful thing. Because she tell the truth, everybody come see that version.
Oh, yes, the Great
Yes.
Gatsby party at the same time people snap and the healthcare benefits
Yes,
were
that
ex-
that was
perfect
inappropriate.
And
Yeah,
the
example.
that
Epstein
was a
stuff with the
that was
sexy
a
girls in the
very good.
glasses.
I mean,
That
all of them
was
were good, but that one was really hitting the point.
like
That
our title said, Trump excludes, and he
uh,
does that all the time because he doesn't like Katie said, he doesn't give a crap about people or anyone. It's all about him.
mhm.
I
Let's see
mean,
what
even he's even commenting on poor Savannah's mama. We gonna have a big vote. Shut up. It's not your place. It's a sensitive subject. Be careful what you say. Somebody's life is in the balance. Come on. But he's such a child. He's got to let you know that he's got a big secret. Good
And
big
well,
secret.
wait a minute. Let's talk about that. And trust me, I feel for Savannah and her family, for her mother. But there have been so many other people of color that have gone and it doesn't even hit the newspaper nor the news. We
Ain't
have
going
to
to.
think about that.
and
And I'm
that
not going to say just black people. I'm going to say everyone, people of color. There's Asian women that have been taken, and we haven't heard anything about it. Anything. So I'm just saying, let's keep. That's why we get into these problems because we don't let it be fair across the board. He never comments on anyone else. How can you pick up Guthrie's family right now? Just mind your business.
Mind you, it's not appropriate.
No, it's not appropriate.
It's appropriate to give your, if you want to say condolences. I mean, like some kind of I'm thinking about them. But other than that, get your nose out of it. You got, first of all, you got other stuff to tend to, like the country, because it's falling apart.
Bottom line, he always wants to be heard. I hear you, Jazzy. Well said. Well said. Andrea, wrap up this segment for us before
well,
we
it
go
was
on.
making me think about. I went into CVS yesterday, because if you part of their program, you get like a $10 coupon once a month. And I went in there, but just about everything you looked at was $10. And I was like, what do you mean these cookies are $10? So a lot of stuff don't make no sense. And I still believe I like that saying, if it don't make no money, it don't make no sense. So,
Right.
you know, make sure you include everyone. Try your best to be, open about suggestions and don't be rude and cut people off. Sometimes I have to make my own self shut up because I start talking too much. So I'm glad you joined us tonight, and that's the end of my part right now.
Well,
Is
thank
that
you,
the end?
everyone.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I like what Momo was saying to Jazzy Renee. All those dirty old men were living those beautiful Latin
Latina.
dancers. Oh, Latina
Uh-huh.
ladies
I
dancing.
seen them
Of
looking at him
course.
when Nancy, what's his name? Lindsey Graham was sitting across from Trump. They act like they was trying not to look. They looking disappointed, but it was on the big jumbotron, all leaned in their face. I didn't see no Kid Rock.
Well, that's just like with Trump when he go to the beauty pageant. He think the show is to go in the back while they're changing clothes. The show is in front in the nightgowns and
Not for him.
Davis. Not for him. I don't even know how we voted this man in. They said it tells about America right now in the state we're in. A lot of countries are worried about us.
Well, the thing about it is, we have a moral. We have no more shame in America. There used to be
Well,
some
I
shame,
will.
and I know people like, well, I don't want that, but we can't. Everything can't be a thing. Some things have to be. We're not doing that. And so now everybody, or this person's woke because they want this, and and so many different ideologies, and then everybody is so, I hate to say, somewhat liberated, and they all kind of feel like, well, whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do. And I think, like you said, united, we come together, we can have the same ideas about some things, but there's such a dichotomy. We've got to keep working on the cohesiveness. That's what I want to say.
I didn't want to cut you, but I'm over here on the floor with Lindsey Graham was looking at the men.
I know I did
Lindsey
too.
Graham was looking at Bad Bunny. Lindsey,
I
what?
was looking at
No,
Bad
wait a
Bunny.
minute.
Yeah.
It went
Lady
from
Graham.
Lindsey Graham to Lady Graham was looking at
Because if
Bad
you
Bunny.
see him, I was gonna say her. When you see him today, he is look like he turned into a girl, a grandma.
There was a lot of
I
junk grabbing.
am hollering right now, but I'm going to transition because you guys hit it on the head. So let's bring up my topic. It is about the exclusiveness that's going on. Half this country is happening. So please pay attention because we're about to show you what's up.
For Hispanics who have been called the others, who have been treated like garbage, who the Supreme Court has said can be pulled over and stopped because they look Hispanic or because they have broken accents or because of they work at places where Hispanics and other immigrants work, because of all the racism and the bigotry that's been directed toward them. First of all, this had to be an extraordinary night. Say, okay, great. One of the most powerful institutions in America actually recognizes we are Americans. We are Americans. Second thing is the NFL as an institution is bigger than any other institution in America, and clearly does not care what Donald Trump or the MAGA right tweets. They just don't care.
The NFL is smart enough to look at the guy who is the most streamed artist in the world and say, we have the biggest stage. There's no stage anywhere in the world at any time of the year where any musician, any group, any artist can command 135 million pairs of eyeballs. And the NFL says, hey, you know what? For our biggest audience anywhere in the world, let's pick what's the safe pick? The safe pick is the guy who's the most streamed, most mainstream artist in the world. That's in some ways, it's telling Donald Trump and MAGA to go pound sand. But in some ways, it's just giving the people what they want. The data is pretty clear. It's also the case that we got 60 million Spanish speakers in the United States. All this speaks to is that the NFL understands that its capitalist impulses are firmly in line with the choice it made, and the MAGA right is the one that's the force that is on the outside looking in. I will say, on top of everything else, whatever you think of the two last acts of the Super Bowl, whatever you think of Bad Bunny, whatever you think about Kendrick Lamar, they are two of the most exquisitely well-produced halftime shows I've ever seen. I don't know what I expected to see, but the combination of the music and the visuals and what Bad Bunny was singing a paean to here, which was to his heritage in a totally inclusive way. Every headline covering this thing was Bad Bunny's message of unity. And, for all these people who thought, well, he's going to go out there and get political and he's going to say stuff about ICE. No, he did a very mainstream, beautifully produced call to everything that's good about how America sees its culture. And he shut up his critics in every possible way last night.
For Hispanics who...
All right. So what say you? What say you? Talk back.
Well, first of all, I want to say he wearing the hell out them shoulder pads. Let me find out he gonna bring them back. Like Dynasty. But anyway, I have something to say about this. I had a conversation today with a lady, and she heard we were talking about Bad Bunny, and I said I didn't even know I knew Bad Bunny songs, and I did. And she said, "So, what was it about?" I said, she said, what did they say? Because I was always speaking Spanish. And she said, well, what did they say? Since I said, I can't say everything he said, but the story was told by what you saw. It was a visual as well as a verbal story. Well, why couldn't they subtitle it? I said, well, it's the NFL. Ask them, because it wasn't Bad Bunny's decision. It's the network's decision. It's the NFL. The NFL knows what it's doing. It wants to pull in younger viewers too, because the old people are dying off, and that's the main source of their celebrity right now. That's another reason. So they don't care nothing about what he's talking about.
So let's read what Momo said. The NFL is trying to build their global audience. So this was smart business for them. The smartest thing they ever did was put Jay-Z in charge of their halftime shows. He's a smart businessman. What say you, folks? You're right,
He in
Mama.
the Epstein
You
file,
are
so I ain't
right.
got nothing to say about that.
Okay, here we go. Really? Really?
She leaves me speechless. I'm
I know, right? Katie, you people are
But
fed up.
sorry. Oh boy.
Fed up when even
they
Pierce Morgan is defending Bad Bunny. You know that's right.
right. When I seen Pierce doing, I said, "You done went too far now." Pierce on there has been going off all week on everybody about different stuff, and I said it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was entertaining, and like I said, them shoulder pads.
Well, the one thing I was disappointed with was he had to wear a bulletproof vest.
Absolutely.
Because he didn't know what was going to happen in America because it is crazy
It
here.
is disappointing. It's
And he
very
wanted us to know that love is stronger than hate. And it is. It's the greatest commandment of all that love is stronger than hate. So, we're required to love one another. And
and that's what the billboard said, that love is stronger than hate. So his messaging was definitely there. If you didn't pick up on it, you didn't want to pick up on it. You wanted to be blinded with science on it. Absolutely. Yes, Katie. Um, I meant, people are fed up. Yes, people are fed up of the madness that comes out of the White House. What you saying, Jazzy? People who complain like that about stuff not being in English annoys me so bad. He told everyone months ago to learn Spanish. We are a nation of immigrants. Diversity should be celebrated. Absolutely. And if you listen to opera, opera is not in English. So I don't understand. It's always a complaint. Even if you didn't know the words that he was saying, the gestures, the background, the
Alvarati.
it was all there to show you.
And for the opera, they get all dressed up in that gown and they high heel, chauffeur living limousines. And, they go all out for it, not to understand a word they saying.
Ave
Well,
Maria. I mean, that's his song, isn't it?
so I'm going to take you guys to why Bad Bunny picked Lady Gaga.
Out of all the artists in the entire world, Bad Bunny chose Lady Gaga to surprise us at the Super Bowl halftime show. The internet is super divided by this because Cardi B, who he has a collab song, was right there. Karol G, who he has a collab song with, was right there. Young Miko, who he also has a collab song with, was right there. But what you need to understand is Bad Bunny is a little monster and a huge Lady Gaga fan. He first publicly spoke about being a Lady Gaga super fan in a 2020 Rolling Stone cover story, and later that year says that Chromatica really had the power to lift him up when he was feeling down. As a matter of fact, he was photographed wearing a Chromatica t-shirt voting in an election in 2020. Here he is rocking Joanne merch back in 2017 and says that performing with Gaga would be his dream. He even wore his Rain On Me boots to sit front row at the basketball game. Here's a close-up of these boots. So now when you watch this, do you see the pure joy on his face? He is living his dream in real life in front of a massive global audience. And there are clips of him listening to her sing before he comes back out to join her. And he's just dancing like the little monster that he is. And Lady Gaga wore a stunning light blue dress by a Puerto Rican designer that's the same color as the original blue in the Puerto Rican flag. And it was adorned with the Puerto Rican flower. And Lady Gaga is a huge ally and also a big supporter of Bad Bunny and a fan of his. So this is what I hope will be the first of many collaborations between these two superstar performers. What surprised you the most about Bad Bunny's halftime show? Out of all the artists in the...
All right, let's talk about it. What say
The
you?
trees were people.
Yes.
I thought that was kind of cool.
She looked good
Well,
too.
it was
Lady
sugarcane.
Gaga
It was
really good.
he was trying to simulate the sugarcane fields in Puerto Rico as well. And when you see the light poles, from what I understand, is, remember, the infrastructure is very bad when Trump came and threw paper towels at them as opposed to fixing the infrastructure there. So that too, they were trying to simulate that we need to definitely work on it.
And you know he has no class if he throwing paper towels at people during such a devastating flood and hurricane. I mean, that was crazy.
He doesn't know how to fake empathy. That's disturbing.
He's not in.
But he's disturbing.
That's
Very
give DEI. They're not qualified, man. The DEI people are some of the most qualified people you can get. They're very well educated, and they can work in different environments, speak different languages, and know how to act.
Boy, thank you, Mo and Jazzy, for definitely commenting out there. And Katie, you guys are spot on with your comments. Absolutely. Panel, what else? What do you think about that? That I mean, he loves Lady Gaga. I mean, that was
I
his
thought she
idol.
did a wonderful job, and I love to hear her sing. I'm a fan in the sense of I really like her music. Most of it I don't listen to, but I think she's a very creative artist, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed her voice. She's got a powerful voice, and she's beautiful.
Yes, I will say so. Well, let's hear it from the other side of the fence. Remember, there's always three sides. So let's hear what they have to say. Go ahead.
Why is Bad Bunny driving the Republican Party, or many of them, completely insane? Well, he's driving them insane because, one, he most of his music is in Spanish, which is apparently completely offensive for some reason to a lot of people in the Republican Party. The second reason is he decided not to do big stadium events in sort of the continental mainland United States, and instead decided to basically do a residency in Puerto Rico. And that was for a range of reasons, to honor the people of Puerto Rico, but also because, and this is a big one, he didn't want to give ICE the ability to show up at these stadium tours and arrest people. And that, of course, is driving them insane. Well, he just won a Grammy, and he got up at the Grammys, and here's what he had to say.
Before I say thanks to God, I'm gonna say eyes out.
So if they weren't already feeling crazed, they felt more crazed. And here's my favorite detail. Tommy Tuberville, who is not exactly an earth-shattering genius barn burner of a senator, and the only thing he's really known for is that he is a former college football coach. Okay. He went to the Super Bowl last year with Trump. Football obviously is a love and a passion of his. He has decided, he's come out there and basically said, I'm not going to be watching the halftime show for the Super Bowl. I am going to not observe this. Here's what he had to say, which I think is quite telling.
Unfortunately, we've got, I call it the woke bowl, because we're getting more and more woke, and we got Bad Bunny or Bad Rabbit at halftime. I'll be watching the TPUSA halftime show.
Yeah,
but it's just unfortunate we've gotten to this point.
I mean, unfortunate that there is a Grammy-winning superstar artist who's willing to perform at the Super Bowl in the United States of America, which bazillions of people will watch. That guy is a massive football fan, and he is, I guess maybe he'll be watching the Super Bowl, who knows, but doesn't seem like he's going to be there like he was last year. Not that there's like a big chant asking for Tommy Tuberville to come to the Super Bowl. Why is...
All right. So there you have it.
Somebody cared.
Make no sense.
Don't care.
The thing about it is I just can't. And I took a look at the TP toilet paper. That's what I wanted afterwards. For my
well, I
tears.
have that too. Would you like me to play it? Because I have to have the other side of it. But go ahead, finish your thought. Go ahead, sweetie.
It was just ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. You don't want to look at it and all this stuff. I had something else I was going to say, but I can't think of what it is. But the thing about it is they keep getting beat at their games that they're playing, and people are onto them and not going into it. And I love it. Every little victory is a victory, and so let them go and do what they're doing. But I see him top chickening out on some stuff. So I'm hoping it continues.
Yes, and it was so good to see Ricky Martin. I will say,
Yeah, it was.
absolutely. I know a lot of the people didn't recognize it was Ricky Martin because they don't know him. He hasn't really put anything out there lately, but it was good to see Ricky Martin. I
He
mean,
looked good.
yes, absolutely. I just think that what was who was missing that I thought would have really, really shocked everybody as well. If what was what's the name husband from Puerto Rico as well? I can't think of his name. Anyway, when I think of it, I'll definitely bring it up. Absolutely. Thanks, audience,
It was,
for
well, my
comment.
grandmother loved it. She liked
Yeah.
it. She was watching. She was like, "What's his name?" I was like, "Bad Bunny." She was like,
Kelly is such a racist.
Oh gosh, but I am loving
We didn't,
what
we didn't, we didn't, you know, make all of our stuff for the white people. You know, don't they have enough? They already came over here and took over this country. It's time for us to take our country back.
well, I was gonna play Megan Kelly. You're right, May, but I decided not to because I really don't give two
Yeah.
Megan Kelly
crazy
just stressed
about
me
her.
out.
She
She's talking all out of pocket.
she would just have me fight, and it's
See
not
what I
even
mean?
worth it. Exactly. But let's hear from this one. Ah, where's the volume? Where's the volume? Come on. Where's the volume? Sorry, folks. Here we go.
Start it over. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
USA's All American Halftime Show.
start it over. And
tune out the woke nonsense that the NFL is promoting during the halftime show. Then tune in to Turning Point USA's All American Halftime Show. Their lineup just dropped, friends, and it's fire. Now, this Sunday, Patriots like Kid Rock, Brantley Gilbert, Lee Bryce, and Gabby Barrett are performing right when halftime starts for the NFL.
Woo! Huh? Man, that is a real who's who of who?
Okay.
We've got Gabby Barrett, Brantley Gilbert, Garby Billett, Billy Garbett, Breely Grabbers, Bobby Glaber, Gaggy Bobbles, Barnacle Gasperty, Babette Gingletree, Hologram Hulk Hogan, Gregory Banklebob, Kid Rock, and Kid Rock's father, Adult Rock.
The Rock.
Adult Rock.
It was either somebody, my friend put on Facebook, it was either Bad Bunny or the pedophile bowl.
oh
I said,
God.
yeah. And they said that's why they want to see Kid Rock. That's what he said. We need Adult Rock.
See, Momo, I had to clown them. I had to bring a joke in there. So there you have it, guys. So talk back to me. How did you enjoy the show? And what would you Ricky Martin showed up, right? Yeah, Ricky Martin showed up. I'm trying to think of
Nice.
Jennifer J-Lo's husband, ex-husband.
Oh, Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony, what's his name?
I
Anthony.
cannot get his name. I can see his face. I cannot get it
Help
out
me
for
out,
nothing.
audience. Help me out.
Yeah, help us out.
J-Lo's ex-husband. Come on.
Till week.
That show you how much we remember.
Mark Anthony. There we go.
Mark Anthony. Who gets it? Okay. Momo, you get it. We owe you a Coke.
I don't know one Mark Anthony
Or
song.
Pepsi.
That's the sad part.
Mark Anthony. All right. Somebody else got it, Katie. All right. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. I thought they would have had Mark Anthony on there. He's also from Puerto Rico. So that would have been paying homage across the board for different genres in Puerto Rico. So thank you guys so much. Hey, so if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe, and also give us your comments on what did you think of the Super Bowl. Let's hear from Mo. May Honey, what's up?
She said we had a blast out here hosting the Super Bowl. I was happy when I saw on Facebook that they blocked intersections so that ICE couldn't get in.
Oh, fire.
Mhm.
That's so glad to hear that. I didn't hear that, but
Yeah.
I'm so happy because that was not the place nor the time for it. Let
Mhm.
people. Puerto Rico is next on our
Well,
vacation spot. I hear you. Taking us with you.
my friend said on I'll take his stuff. He said, so who's playing tonight at the Bad Bunny concert? He's like, basically said that football. He's playing football at the Bad Bunny concert tonight. That's what he said.
What was
That's
the
funny.
temperature out there in Oakland? What was the weather? She said it was gorgeous, but I want to know what the
It
temperature
looked
was.
nice.
Was it over 78? What?
I know the game was frigid at first until the fourth quarter. I'm glad I seen that, but I was like, what is going on here? Po guys.
Oh, really?
We needed a relief from terrible news.
Yes.
Yeah, I will agree. That's what you're saying, May. I will agree. Let me see. Jazzy is my reporter out there. Oh, May got it for us. 72 to 75. Now that's bathwater weather. Yes. You could get out there and not, feel like
Not
you're
too
cramming
sweaty.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bathwater weather. Okay, you guys was doing your thing out there. We're stuck in this cold weather under 30 degrees and counting.
He is 66 today, and now there's a deluge of water coming from everywhere.
I saw a post about how Bad Bunny was so nice to allow a game be held at his concert. Oh,
Yes.
I like that. I
Mhm.
like that. That was a hell of a concert. That was
It looked
absolutely.
like it was a lot of fun and I felt like community. I felt like, even if you didn't, like if you were there, like visiting Puerto Rico and there was a bunch of people around that didn't even speak English or something, which they do, but if they didn't, you could still have a great time in that environment. Say a few words, get on your Google Translate and eat and dance. And
Oh, I
me,
love the California weather. Some parts of California had 72, others had 65. It depends if you were north or south of the game. So that's pretty awesome. But
Don't
that's
forget to
still
like and
bathwater for me.
subscribe.
Yeah, that's still bathwater weather. Either way you can take
It
it.
was 78 in Texas.
Really.
Mhm.
she said, mhm.
It's still nice out here today.
It's nice outside here today, and I can't even say that. Well, I'm not home no more, y'all. Someplace else. I went on the mountain road, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway,
They
but it's
say
still
the game
nice.
was boring, but that's because they said we didn't understand it, that one team was losing.
Green Day was fab, she said
Green
back in the
Day
day.
was fabulous. Yes, Lindy. Yes. Green Day was definitely good. They didn't get much because of the Bad Bunny controversy. It really didn't get highlighted, but you're right. Green Day was definitely good. Absolutely. We're all agreeing about Green Day over here.
Poor Green Day, I didn't know. Green Day performed, I didn't even know it.
They performed before the kickoff.
Oh, I was
So,
busy.
yeah.
I was working at that time.
And they also sang the national anthem. The Afro-Latino culture reminds me of my Creole heritage. Yes, you are so right, Momo. It does. It was heartwarming to see some of the various things, heritage, and also just cultural things that they had, because I'm pretty sure we all know about sugarcane and rice and the things that they were doing their nails. I mean, it was so much going on.
It was just community.
It was absolutely showing community.
And the people got married. I thought that was nice. And a little controversy. I think that little boy with the little hat on was supposed to be the little boy. But you got to put something in there. Everything he did, because everything right now, whether it's political or not, it's political.
Well, I like
And
what Katie is saying in regards to she loved Green Day. American Idiot is one of the greatest albums of all time for Green Day. That is a good call out, Katie. Absolutely. And May, go ahead. Andrea, read what May is saying.
She said one friend had a friend who was one of the Bushes.
I was trying to get it. I was trying to get in Bad Bunny's bushes. I mean, I'm just saying.
I feel it.
Don Lemon was doing a shout out to Bad Bunny. He said, but he's not gay.
That was so cute. It really, really was.
Bad Bunny waiting on Nitra.
Well, thank you, audience, for commenting. Really love reading. But who we missing today is Angry Vet.
Angry
Gotta
Army
call her
Vet.
out. Where's our Angry Army Vet? Definitely
call out
calling
sick
her
today.
out. She didn't report to work
Tell her
today.
we missed her.
Yes, that's why I'm calling her out, letting her know we're thinking about her, and I hope everything is okay.
I'm glad to see Dolly Oops because she doesn't come on the show too often. But
I know Dolly
our show.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for definitely.
It kind of sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that whole thing kind of reminded me, I don't know, made me a little nostalgic for the 80s, early 90s, even though maybe as a people, we always every day forward is usually a better day now. I don't know. But
she said
there she go. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, but
What
in the 80s, it was great.
I'm sorry, Anitra. I was rude, but I saw Angry Army Vet pop up, so I had to call her out. I'm here, hands full of love. Okay, we thought you wasn't even there, so you can see we were thinking about you always. All right. So sending you back that handful of love. Absolutely. All right, we are at the bottom of the hour, so let's do our quick round table to let everybody know. Don't forget, on Wednesdays is definitely the rest of the team will be with us. You do have Millennia Gaze on Mondays, and also you have on Fridays the round table. Please check out some of our new items that we have out there. And please like and subscribe. We want to definitely hear from you. We know that you guys always support us with all your love and heart. And we just want to leave you with a couple of messages. Andrea, you're up.
You know, what I was thinking is Trump won't last forever. Love does conquer hate. One person can make a difference. And I'm glad I'm here and was able to be here with you.
Oh, thank you. And just so you know, Millennia Gaze is out there on Mondays and Thursdays. So please check them out. Always trying to give them a plug. Anitra, go ahead.
La 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 la. We ain't gonna finish the rest of that, but what I wanted to say is love does conquer all. So I'm gonna say love in English, love. I'm gonna say love in French, je t'aime. I'm gonna say love in Spanish, te amo, te quiero. I'm gonna say love in Kiswahili, nakupenda, nakupenda malele. Whatever language you speak, the language of love will permeate, and it's some of the loudest things ever heard that was never said.
Wow. I'm very impressed. She just spoke at least 4 languages. Well, thank you, Anitra, for that. Remember that we do love you. We send it. We just don't say it. We send it. We do it with everything that we do here. We try to keep you in mind. Not every topic is for everyone, and not everything we say, please don't take it to heart. We want to make sure you understand that we care. From my flight deck to yours, we send you te amo.
Te amo.
Te amo.
All
Buenos noches.
Buenas noches. And also we'll say, please hug someone, talk to someone. Don't stay in your own group. Stay smart, stay focused, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Please tune in to the team.
Thank you, Lindy.
Thank you, Lindy.
Have a good night,
Thank
and we'll
you,
speak
Momo.
soon. Good night, y'all.
See you later.
Adios.
We the people unite.